Top 5 Ways to Avoid Procrastination. In this presentation, I will show you the top 5 ways to avoid procrastination. First, you need to think highly of your own abilities. Too often, many people will doubt or question their own abilities and their capacity to get things done in a timely manner. They question this and they question that, thinking that what they are doing is not good enough. You need to convince yourself that you are knowledgeable in what you are doing, that other people believe in you enough to come to you for doing the task at hand. Therefore, you need to have confidence in your own abilities. This will greatly help to speed up the work you are doing. Second, you need to know that you can get things done quickly and still do quality work. Many people will doubt that they can quickly do something and still do quality work. That's why they procrastinate in getting things done. You need to convince yourself that just because you do something quickly doesn't mean it's low-quality work. You can get things done quickly and do high-quality work. Third, you need to work diligently and focus only on your work. When you are working on a task or project, you need to keep your mind focused on the task at hand and not let your mind wander. Don't think about future steps of the project, or any family issues or problems that may be going on at home. You need to put your mind squarely on the task at hand, and put your best effort and skill into that, and that alone. Fourth, you need to start projects on time, or earlier if possible. Don't be waiting until late in the time period you have to complete a project to get started on it. It does you no good to procrastinate on a project. In fact, procrastination will likely lead to a decline in your work quality because you will have to rush your work to meet the deadline, where it's likelier mistakes and errors will show up in your work. Fifth, challenge yourself to get things done as quickly as possible. In fact, make it into a type of game. See how quickly you can get things done while still producing high-quality work. By turning it into a game or challenge for yourself, you will likely surprise yourself by how quickly you can produce high-quality work. You now know the top 5 ways to avoid procrastination. The 5 secrets of getting things done promptly. In this tutorial, I will teach you the 5 secrets of how to get things done promptly. First, start your project early, either on the first day of the project period or even earlier if possible. Many people get into trouble because they procrastinate and wait beyond the first day to get started. This often leads to poorer quality work and frayed nerves because many people tend to wait and not get off to a good start. Start promptly. Second, you need to work diligently each day. Don't think you can take it easy if you get off to a good start. You need to focus and put as much effort into each day's work in order to do your highest quality work in the least amount of time possible. Third, you need to focus on the task at hand, and only on the task at hand. Don't think about a step later in the project, including some potential problem or issue that may occur later in the project. Also, don't think about any family problems or issues, or anything not related to the project either. You need to keep your mind focused on the task at hand to do your best work in the least amount of time possible. Fourth, you need to take regular breaks in order to keep your mind sharp and focused. Virtually no one can work non-stop for hours at a time. This is why you need to take regular breaks here and there. Many experts suggest working 45 to 50 minutes of an hour and taking a 10-minute break each hour. Being able to take regular breaks is another key reason why you need to start each project on time or earlier, and work diligently throughout the project so you can afford to take the breaks you need to keep your mind sharp and focused without completing your project later than expected. Fifth, think about the rewards you will receive and the feelings you will have once the project is completed. Rewards can include such things as money, recognition, and more time to spend with family or friends, and doing things you like to do in your free time. Feelings can include a sense of accomplishment and relief that you did great work for a project, and completed it on time or even earlier than expected. Now you know the 5 secrets of getting things done promptly. How to do your best work quickly. In this presentation, I will show you how you can do your best work quickly. First, you need to focus on the end result. This means that you need to focus on the completion of the task at hand. Don't worry about future steps that you're not currently working on. Thinking about future steps doesn't help you to accomplish them. Plus, it takes away your focus from doing your best work in completing the current steps now. Focusing on the end result also means keeping your mind on the current task and not on problems at home or leisurely activities you'd like to be doing. Again, you will not be as focused to do your best work in the shortest amount of time possible, leading to more mistakes and taking longer to complete the task than is needed. Second, don't worry about being perfect with the task you are doing. Too many people start thinking that they have to be perfect with their work, which slows them down and leads to tasks taking longer to complete than what is actually needed to accomplish them at a high level. You want to do good work, but you also want to be efficient, as most bosses and clients want good work, but they want you to be timely as well. If you do great work, but it takes forever for you to accomplish that great work, people will likely not hire you because they value efficiency as well as performance, especially in a day and age when speed greatly matters. Most people don't like waiting around for information when they can access that information in the blink of an eye on their smartphones. They won't tolerate taking a long time to receive work that is only marginally better at best than good work that is done quicker. Third, focus on getting the work done as best as you can first, then go back and revise as needed. Too many people try to write content and edit it at the same time, often leading them to lose their train of thought and take longer to create great content. If you worry about getting the content down first, then revising it later as needed, you'll be less likely to lose your thought process and more likely to complete great work in less time. Now you know how to do your best work quickly. How to remain happy even when busy with work. In this tutorial, you will learn how to remain happy even when busy with work. First, you must stay calm throughout the project you are working on. You should never panic and worry about how things will turn out. Worrying about something doesn't mean you're doing anything. In fact, you're taking energy and focus away from the actual task at hand, which will lead to you doing lower quality work. Second, you need to be confident in your own abilities. Too many people start questioning their abilities, especially if they complete a task quickly. They start doubting whether they put enough effort into their work. As a result, they'll start slowing themselves down on purpose, thinking they're doing higher quality work because they are taking their time to do it, when this is not the case. Being confident in your own abilities will ensure that you are doing high-quality work in the shortest amount of time possible. Third, think of how you will feel and the rewards you will get once you have finished the project or task at hand. You will feel a sense of relief and satisfaction once you have completed that project or task, which is all the more reason why you want to complete it as well and as quickly as possible. In addition, you will be able to spend your time with people you want to spend time with, such as family and/or friends, and doing things you want to be doing, such as leisurely activities, once you have the project or task completed, which should reinforce your desire to complete it as well and as quickly as possible. Fourth, you should take regular breaks and not overwork yourself to exhaustion. People get flustered and even angry when they have to rush through something or have to work continuously in order to meet deadlines. They are not able to take their time and pace themselves through a project when they have to rush through it or work non-stop until they have it completed. If you work at a solid pace and stay focused throughout, you can take regular breaks that will allow you to remain calm and happy throughout the entire project, which will lead to you completing your best work in the shortest amount of time possible. Now you know how to remain happy even when you are busy with work. Top 3 ways to keep pressure from getting to you. In this presentation, you will learn of the top 3 ways to keep pressure from getting to you. First, you want to start projects on time, or even earlier if possible. Many people will not start promptly on projects. As a result, they have to rush their work in order to get themselves back on schedule, which results in added pressure. By starting the project on time, or even earlier, they can avoid having to rush and the added pressure that goes along with it. Second, you need to work diligently throughout the project, only focusing on the task that you are currently working on. Many people will divert their attention between what they are currently working on and what lies ahead. While considering potential problems and preparing ahead of time can be helpful, too many people will let themselves get distracted by potential problems that may be encountered at later stages, preventing them from focusing on the current task and completing it as well as possible in the shortest amount of time possible. In addition, many people will allow their minds to wander while working on a current task, including thinking about family or friends and thinking about what they want to do when they get home or what they want to do this weekend. This also takes away one's focus from completing the current task as well as possible in the shortest amount of time possible. It is vital to focus all of your energy on completing the current task in order to get it done well in the shortest amount of time possible. Third, you need to stay on top of things and do the best work you can. You need to pay attention to how much time you have to complete a project and not devote too much time to any one particular task. The project itself will not turn out as well if you devote too much time to one task and take away time from another task, either resulting in you doing poor work or taking more time than is expected or allowed. Do the best work you can in a set amount of time for each stage of the project. Then, move on to the next stage of the project. Now you know the top 3 ways to keep pressure from getting to you. The 5 secrets of why you procrastinate. In this tutorial, you will learn the 5 secrets of why you procrastinate. First, you doubt your own abilities of doing the project well. Many people will question their abilities of doing a project or task well, especially if they do that project or task quickly. They think they have to slow down to ensure that the highest quality work is done. But this is simply not the case. You can complete high-quality work quickly if you believe in your own abilities to do high-quality work quickly. Second, there is not enough challenge or interest in the work you are doing. As a result, you procrastinate and take forever to do the work that can be done much quicker. If your mind continues to wander toward other things while working, such as what you will do when you get home after work, or what you will do this weekend, chances are high that the work is not offering enough challenge or interest to keep your mind focused on it. Third, some other matter or subject is diverting your attention away from your work. It could be a matter or situation involving your family or relationship, a sick relative or friend, a bill that is about to be due, or something of this nature. This can cause your mind to not be focused on your work, which is critical for you to do your best quality work in the shortest amount of time possible. Fourth, you like the pressure of everything piling up on you at once. You may be the type of person that likes the thrill or pressure of everything coming at you at once, which is why you procrastinate in getting your work completed in a timely fashion. When time runs short and you still have much left to do, you feel more excited and/or more focused on completing the work. The main problem with this is you have to rush to complete the work in the time allotted, which can detract from the quality of work you do. Fifth, you feel that you should put your maximum or only effort into your work and nothing else in your life. You may be the type of person who feels that everything should go into your work, but not into your personal life, relationships, relaxation, and other activities. As a result, you slow down and meticulously put everything into the project you're working on. While you may achieve high-quality work in the time allotted for a project, you're depriving yourself of other achievements and goals in your life, and it would be possible to achieve them if you sped up your work, which could still be done at a high, acceptable rate of quality. Now you know the 5 secrets of why you procrastinate.
How to increase engagement on your Facebook group. Engagement. It's something of a buzzword when it comes to marketing, but it's also something that a lot of people aren't completely clear on. What precisely is engagement, and why does it matter anyway? Simply put, engagement tells you how much people interact with your brand. Getting people to see your logo is easy, you just need advertising. But if someone comments, it means that they read what you had to say and they were interested. Facebook groups are all about engagement. Engagement in this context means conversation, and group chats are really what provide the bread and butter of the Facebook group experience. If you get enough engagement, then you can use a group to make die-hard, lifelong fans for your brand. Moreover, you can use it to create a group that will run itself as conversations spark up and continue without the need for your involvement. Here's how you achieve more engagement. 1. Choose the right niche. The best Facebook groups are those with a very specific niche. The more specific your niche, the more you will attract a certain kind of person. Those people will then have more shared experiences and thus have more things to write about and discuss with one another. Try and go narrow and deep rather than broad and shallow with this one. 2. Be involved. Of course, it's also your job to make sure you encourage some interaction. To begin with, your group will very much depend on you to create and share content, so make sure you are leading the charge. Being involved yourself also means more than just posting new content. It can mean welcoming new members, for instance, and it can mean running contests. 3. Share the right content. The best content to share on a Facebook group is that which will promote conversation. Find things that are exciting, new, unusual, and even controversial. Don't post generic content that everyone already knows. 4. Invite your friends. Inviting friends is daunting for many business owners that want to keep their business and personal lives separate. However, having friends in your group will all but guarantee at least some activity early on. Find friends with the same interests and then chat in the group as you might do normally. This will provide great conversations as starting points for other new members to jump onto, and the natural camaraderie will be apparent. How to set up a Facebook group for business. Are you thinking of creating a Facebook group for your business? Great! Facebook groups are among the most overlooked marketing tools on the web, and they have massive potential to help you grow your brand. The good news is that getting set up is really very simple too. Keep listening, and I'll show you the steps. Step 1. You'll first need to find the hamburger menu in the top right of the Facebook app, or the down arrow if you're using a browser on a PC. Now choose Find Groups, and then click the Create Group button on the far left-hand side. A pop-up window will open. Step 2. Now you can enter the name of your group. Choose something that accurately describes what your group is about, and that caters to a very specific audience. Don't try to appeal to everyone or to be too broad. You'll end up appealing to no one at all. Step 3. Now add some people to your group to help get the discussions flowing. You'll need to enter at least 2 names or email addresses at this stage, but if you can enter more, then so much the better. Step 4. The next step is perhaps the one you need to give the most thought to. You'll now need to choose a privacy setting. There are 3. Public. Anyone can discover your group and see what you have posted. Closed. Anyone can see the group and who created it, but only members will be able to see the content that gets posted. Secret. Only members will be able to discover the group at all. If your aim is to grow your group quickly to include lots of new members, then of course you want it to be public. Actually though, it's often better to choose a secret group, as this way you can make it seem more exclusive and exciting. A lot of people will ask to join your group just because they'll want to see what's there. Step 5. Finally, click the Create button and you're good to go. There are many more settings to consider, but that's all you need to know to get your group up and running. The difference between Facebook pages and groups. When it comes to marketing on Facebook, most people are familiar with how Facebook pages work. Facebook pages provide a kind of shop window or a flyer for brands. They provide a canvas where you can talk about your business, show off your portfolio, and potentially share posts and information from time to time. While Facebook pages are useful though, they are just one option. And the real power of this platform comes into play only once you understand this and start using multiple features at once to get your message across. Enter the Facebook group. What is a Facebook group? A Facebook group is like a page in that it is a platform for your brand that can have lots of followers, or in this case, members. The members of your group will then be able to post in your group and will see the content you share. The idea of Facebook groups when used by the general public is to present a place where they can discuss upcoming events and topics in a private forum. If you were to plan a stag party, for instance, you might start by creating a Facebook group and adding all the members who are going to be coming. Facebook groups, therefore, act in a much more direct and intimate manner as compared with Facebook pages. The differences. The differences go beyond the intended purpose, however. One big difference, for instance, is that a Facebook page allows people to share content that will then be seen by their wider network. This is a great way for a brand to get more followers and to gain more and more likes. Facebook groups do not allow you to do this. That said, though, Facebook group posts are more likely to appear on the newsfeed than our Facebook page posts. That means you can more frequently contact the same person, and it means they'll see more of your content in general. Another difference is in the settings and options. A Facebook group can be set to secret, for instance, which means that only members will be able to see the content posted there, and other members won't be able to discover it by searching for the subject. Facebook groups are typically better for encouraging engaged and quiet chat between like-minded individuals, whereas Facebook pages are more commonly used as a jumping-off point for a business. The pros and cons of starting a Facebook group. Facebook groups are just one of many options for businesses looking to market themselves online. They are just one of many options for businesses looking to market themselves on Facebook alone. With so many platforms and tools out there, no company can possibly include every single one of these in its strategy. So it all falls to you to decide which marketing strategies are the right ones. In this presentation, we'll take a look at the pros and cons of Facebook groups specifically to see whether they are a good option for your business. Pro: they're great for engagement. Facebook groups encourage a lot of engagement. They are ideal for encouraging communities to form around your business and for helping people feel like a part of something. That's amazing for getting people more invested in your brand. Con: they're not the best for organic growth. Facebook groups are often set to secret, meaning they can't be discovered in the feed. Even if yours is not, you will find it's less effective at organic growth than is a Facebook page. That's because Facebook page posts can be shared by your users to their broader networks. Facebook groups don't provide this option. Pro: they can run themselves. Eventually, a Facebook group will end up running itself. This is ideal if you want to step back and let your community grow without needing to do anything. Set some moderators and let your users create posts that they will fill with new content without your needing to raise a finger. Con: they require an upfront time investment. At least at first, though, these groups will involve a time investment as you'll need to encourage new members, post content, and also moderate everything that happens. This can take a lot of work, and especially if you need to approve new members. Pro: they're great for market research. With a Facebook group, you have a direct line of communication with the very people that buy your products. This can be ideal for learning about what attracted them to your business in the first place and informing future decisions. Con: they can hurt your branding. As mentioned, a Facebook group requires a little moderation. If you aren't doing this enough, then you might find that the conversation can at times become toxic. This is bad news because it can end up reflecting badly on your brand. So, is a Facebook group right for you?